สู่การสัมมนาวันนี้นะคะก็เป็นโอกาสดีที่ผู้ช่วยศาสตราจารย์รองศาสตราจารย์นะคะอิงกอล์ฟ ฮอลแลนด์จากที่ University จากประเทศนอร์เวย์นะคะซึ่งเป็นprofessor เป็น visiting professor นะคะจากที่ ก็มี MOU ร่วมกับวิทยาลัยดุริยางค์ของเรานะคะมาประมาณหลายปีแล้วนะคะแล้วก็มีการแลกเปลี่ยนทั้งนักศึกษาและก็อาจารย์นะคะในวันนี้เนี่ยอาจารย์อิงกอล์ฟก็จะมาพูดเรื่องของ how to be a teacher and musician นะคะ in the future ซึ่งเป็นประเด็นที่คิดว่าหลายๆคนอาจจะรู้สึกสงสัยอยู่ว่าตกลงฉันจะเป็นนักดนตรีฉันจะเป็นครูดีที่จะเป็นครูดนตรีดีหรือว่าเราสามารถทำทั้งสองอย่างควบคู่กันไปได้นะคะอาจารย์ก็จะพูดในเรื่องของmusic education in Norway ด้วยนะคะในการเริ่มต้นซึ่งเราจะได้รู้เรื่องความเป็นมาเป็นไปของการศึกษาโลกของดนตรีศึกษาในแกนดิเนเวียนว่าเป็นยังไงบ้างนะคะก็เดี๋ยวในช่วงนี้ก็อาจจะบรรยายอยู่ประมาณสัก1 ชั่วโมงครึ่งนะคะหลังจากนั้นเราก็จะเปิดประเด็นการซักถามกันค่ะintroduce yourself to
My name is Ingolv, and I have been teaching music in Norway for 25 years. And I've also been a musician for as long as that. Today, I will talk about 3 things. I think you mentioned it already. My Thai is not that good, so I will do it in English. 3 things. First, some general thoughts, then music education in Norway, and then a couple of examples. I will not go into specifics and details about teaching today. I will try to think what happened in Europe already and what I think is going to happen in Thailand. And how we can make perhaps a better thing. I've done a lot of different things, teaching in music education, classical, music, technology, department of jazz, department of entertainment music, in the research department. So I go everywhere and do stuff. Also have a record company, make CDs, publish, composer, arranger, and also teach. Before I teach very low level, maybe 20 years ago, and then secondary, high school, university, special class. So I have been lucky to experience a lot of different teaching situations. So, can you see? Sorry. We are all students. I'm also a student. I'm older, more experienced than many here, but we are all students. I think that's a key thing when we are teachers, never to forget that we are all also students, and we are privileged to work with music because actually it inspires creativity and we can explore, right? We can choose, we can start in traditional or classical, and then we can do something else, or we can go to orchestra, we can play with others. But it's all about seeking new knowledge. So, I think we all can agree about that internet have come to stay. And there is already the things I'm seeing here. We have a lot of digital tools now. In Europe, some of them are incorporated into the curriculum. It goes slow, but it happens. We have online universities. We have online learning. Big universities like Yale, Cambridge, the bigger one, they all have online. We have YouTube, that is a lot of instruction videos, right? But not always good quality. So here I think we as pedagogics, we as teachers, have a unique skill to, even if you don't know the subject, we can say something about the quality. If they come with some mental music or something you don't like or don't, it's okay. You don't have to like the music to say something about the pedagogic of it. And all those, I use all those programs. I've taught it at university level, in studios and everywhere. And we have teachers online that teach with the camera and people are paying. I think what's, so the question is, why choose to go to university like here in the future where we have all these online? And I think the key for music is to play together, not sit in a room with a computer all the time. Some do, some like it, but I think with orchestra, band, everything, when you go to play with someone, see them, not through a camera, but you interact, you connect, take a break, go out, have something to drink, something to eat, talk. The human connection, I think it's some of the key to the future. And that depends on all of you. It would be your responsibility, each one of you who become teachers. The school, yes, the administration, yes, but it's you, the student, will come to see, not the administration, not the other things. If they're not happy with us, they go to some online. If it's cost the same, why not pay something famous in America? Right? So, and I think interaction with the musicians, the students, have a good environment like you have here, interaction. And mentor, I will get back to that later on. Because teacher as a mentor, right? Normally we teach. I'm standing here now. This is the normal form we always do. Or if we teach one-on-one an instrument, we show some piano. But I think mentoring is also about listening to each of the students. What do they want? What are their dreams? But we should advise and inspire, encourage. If they have some crazy idea, okay, but you need to learn a little bit basic first. But let's try this crazy idea a bit later. I think if we say no, I think we kill some of the creativity, and I think that is a dangerous thing to do. And also, we as a teacher, and myself included, sometimes we forget and we just teach what we like ourselves. And that's okay. But for me, the data is I have mentored a lot of electronic artists. And it was an interesting experience because EDM, I worked a little bit, but I'm no expert with the EDM. We have people that have Grammy Awards. My master's bachelor student, he won Grammys. He toured Europe and the States. Why should he come to my class? And I find that by taking him serious and give him another angle, look at his compositions, structure, that I can do. I cannot tell him to do well, that was a strange noise. Why you do that? I don't like it. It's personal. Keep it to yourself. No need to tell everything to. But I know Thailand is okay like that. Nobody tell. Okay, but what? Anyone heard about AI, artificial intelligence? Can you raise a hand? Who have heard of this one? This one, artificial intelligence. Someone know? Only one here. You heard about it, right? It's a supercomputer that will learn like a brain, learn itself. It's already here. It's already here in a lot of positions. Companies now, phone, the answering. It's really intelligent now. And it will replace many jobs. Like accountants, very popular to do here in Thailand. In 10 to 20 years, there will not be so much accountants. But because there is a lot of research going on this one, future researchers. The research on the future, they give advices. I've been to so many conferences. Actually a little bit depressing listening to them. But for us, good thing for us. Because it's algorithm, it's like some sort of formula to replace the brain. But art is really, really difficult to change. So lucky for us. But people try. Google make some music, you can send music into it, and then you get back some strange things. But I think the key to everything with music is about emotions. To play from your heart, to teach from your heart, to mean what you actually say and not copy it from a book. And I think that's the key. So to be true to what you learn a lot here. But after when you go out, it's your choice. You choose what you like. We have a curriculum, yes, but it's possible to change sometimes. I think we have to be able to change. And I'm not saying that we should use a computer and technology all the time, because I think that is, you know, in Europe, in Norway, everyone sits with a laptop. From the 13 years, they get a laptop. Everyone sits with a laptop. And it's actually too distracting. You know, you can put like this, it's a wall from you to me, right? So technology can also be a lot of great things. Help us to do systems and everything we don't want. And I think it's difficult for us teachers, I include myself, to say that we don't know a lot about one specific subject. It's easier to not talk about that. But the future student, I think, will expect you to have an answer, or at least advise them to either have a colleague to help them with that specific topic. But if we are good in 10 topics, it's okay to say that one topic, maybe you go a couple of hours to the other colleague, and then he will do the same. So you see a swapping, not that we teach each one, but a more group that we have to discuss ourselves what work, what do not work. And we have to be honest about what's not working, because the students will talk about what don't work and then disappear. About making a business or teaching of your own. I have a friend, he's a musician, I played with him since he was 13 years old. He was like a genius child, right? But he was, well, he's not the best social skills to be with others. He worked best alone. And doing tours, but he told me many years ago, he said, I want to start an online guitar school. Oh, I asked, many teachers? No, just himself. Okay, so how are you going to do that? YouTube have like channels. You know YouTube? People know YouTube channels? You know? And then you can have an artist profile, right? And then people can subscribe. You just put like Facebook. But he gets the subscribers to pay $10 a month to subscribe. Then they get sheet music, they get a little bit then, and then you can buy one-on-one lesson. You have 3 cameras. I will show you here if the internet is working.
Okay, so
This is his in his home, in his studio, right? And then he play a couple of things, talk, and then he start
the
playing.
thing to do is to play at the alter scale, and alter scale sometimes we think of as melodic kind of.
Okay, maybe the sound is coming up. The sound is coming up there, right? Yeah.
From one half step above the group. So in this case, the alters, we're going to do something on the E, right? That's
You see this one? Don't care about the contents. Can be Thai traditional, can be classical, can be whatever. Don't care about that he plays the guitar. But look at the setup. You see him, you see his hands, and you know, he put sheets as well. This is a very smart pedagogic move. And then, if you subscribe, you will get this in the email, so you get it at home. Then you're able to buy one-on-one sessions with him. He's teaching that what he wants the most. And he had 30,000 subscribers. Active ones. Not just put a like, but paying ones. So he's actually made a living on this one. Which is pretty smart. This is, and also I know that he has one more camera. In Australia, they do 3 cameras and then they teach to rural villages. Open University in Thammasat, I think, they are doing experiments now with to help a rural area in Thailand. So it's also possible to think that in the future, maybe 15 years from now, one of you would stand here in this classroom, have some cameras, and have a music camp up north in Thailand. Or maybe you have an MIU with Korea or Japan, and you have a connecting. You are here, he is there, and you talk about some traditional music. I mean, technology is only as good as we do it. Because never forget that pedagogic, there is a need for people to do, how to learn, how to get knowledge out there. We cannot have IT guys standing and talk about this one. It's just a manual. What you have to think about the next years is how can you use the tools to promote your ideas, or the school ideas, or what the passion of your music. And I think everyone has some passion, hopefully. So he's organized this one. If I put here, you
In
can
this lesson, I'm going to show you a group.
you can see that he has a guitar channel with 37 subscribers. Probably not everyone's paying, but and he has a lot of videos. It's an endless, you know, it's something for everyone. A lot of specific details. And jazz actually is a very narrow field now. So people actually, it could be traditional music because it's marginalized. But if you have the world as a market, you can actually reach out to people interested in it. That's the beauty of internet, but the challenge for music is the personal connection, I think. All right. And I think the future musician. How many play an instrument here? Nobody play an instrument? Raise your hand if you play an instrument.
Everyone.
Everyone play an instrument, yes? So you will also maybe teach your instrument, right?
Yeah.
Do you like to play concert sometimes?
Yeah.
Just sometimes. It's okay not to do it. No, but what we see for freelance musician, I'm a combination of teacher and musician. I think I think everyone it's a good thing to be a musician, but it's also a great thing to teach as well, because you have to make word your thoughts. You have to talk about what your intentions are, and it's a conscious. Okay, maybe I'll not use too much English here. What we see, it's difficult to be expert only in one thing. You should know at least a couple of other styles and know how to use music technology. Or you can see at someone, if you don't have idea, look at someone that do the same. Because it's okay to borrow. We don't have to do all the work. We just have to find the good pedagogic movies or the curriculum and build the curriculum on your own. That hopefully fit with the schools. But in my university we change curriculum now almost yearly. Incorporating laptop as main instrument for the electronic. But they are not allowed just to come in audition and just click play and look at this, and when it's finished, oh, okay. They have to explain what they do, how they use it, and show. So we know that they're not faking it, and actually that they care. But I think there are three big markets for you. The local one, which is Thailand. And then you have the regional, which is Asia, and the global is the world. 3 steps, right? Of course you can say Bangkok, and then you can go further and include the cities. But I think music and information are more and more available. And every time you do something within the institution, think about, is this something that is good for others to do? I mean, when you do concerts, always do a workshop. But I think the ability, like I showed to my friend there, that to make a business of your own, not just have your family go and do the washing company or some online selling business, which many do. If your expertise is music and you have a passion for it, that's what you're gonna do. Or if you have a passion for making small rubber ducks, do that. Because everyone will understand that when you come and sell something, you don't believe in, this is so great, buy it. Nobody will buy it, right? But if you say, this is amazing, you get a really great feeling if you have this one. It's HP, right? HP. No, it's a different thing. I'll just show you a small example of what I do. This is a clip from a concert. I composed and arranged the music. I play piano there. This is symphony orchestra and some traditional music. She's from Cambodia. She's singing in Khmer. So you have a refrain, but also listen to the guitar player that I use. The uniqueness of him, he has a signature in his playing. And this is true, I think, for a teacher or a musician, or a combined one for the future. Your signature, it's a personal expression, right? Understand? The artistic. Rock? Yeah, it's a rock. And he improvised. This one was just it was one time, and to play almost perfect like this one, because it has to be fit with the strings, right? So he has to listen to them and how they play, and the bass and the drums. The music is also about communication. Okay, education in Norway. What's happening there? In 1970 we find oil, oil in the sea. A lot of people use oil in the world. Before 1970 Norway was poor. After we got oil, and the government decided we don't give away the rights, so we actually got a lot of money. So we can have free education for everyone, which is quite unique. Norway is a social built on, it's not communism, but
Socialist.
we are, how can you put it? It's a social society, right?
Socialist.
Anyway, we don't want someone to get really rich and all the others poor. We want to divide it. We have taxes that if you earn a lot, you have to pay a lot of taxes, right? It's about balance. So that's why up from primary school through university, everything is free. It's a really expensive country, so you have to pay a lot to live. If you have a student room, it costs 20,000 baht a month to rent. So the university is free, but well, anyway, so you have to get some loans. But you will get loans from grant from the government, loan and grant. If you pass, they say that, okay, 30% of your loan I will give back because you passed. So we give back money if you can do that. If you drop out, you have to keep the whole thing. But the thing is with the Norwegian system, look at here, individuality and independently. This is really important from kindergarten and up. If they see that you are good at playing guitar, good. Maybe you can do something. Maybe you can play in a class. Not music class, but just play. So the teachers are encouraged to see the talents. If you're good telling stories, tell a story. If you're good drawing, nice, can you make some illustrations in another subject, right? So it's about finding also, and not say, okay, drawing is not in this class. Don't do it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see any drawing in my math class. But instead, well, that's nice. You should do something about it. Two different approaches, right? But the music education is, of course, blah, blah, blah. Learn to perform, compose, and listen to music. This is the general school, right? The primary, secondary, up to 15 years, 6 to 15 years, 1 hour a week. Sit in class like this one, sing some songs, and then everyone get a guitar and try to play. How do you think that sounds? Not so good. But our curriculum is written by people that have nothing else to do. So they write really nice words about how music should be. And actually, I read the curriculum and I think, when I finish my secondary school, I will be a great composer. I can perform anything. But it's not that.